Hello and welcome back to Jade Empire Blind. I'm Circle Master, and I don't remember where I'm supposed to go for the main quest. To meet with Silk Fox.
His own master died at his hands, and he had fellow students kidnapped and tortured just because they didn't agree with him.
I don't even know what that's supposed to reference.
Look at this place, so many people. This truly is the heart of the Empire.
Thanks for that meaningless input there, Dawnstar. Golden Way's probably what I want. Guard, will you please give me directions?
Some minor thing I can help you with?
I'm looking for...
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about. Any member of the Army, even City Guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost.
Start a rebellion.
What district are you looking for? The garden is just off the Golden Way, so you need to head there first. One of the guards in there can take you the rest of the way if you need. The Golden Way is through a gate in the southeast corner of this district, just up a broad flight of steps that lead up from a courtyard.
The courtyard you're standing in?
A pleasure. Anything else? This area is known as the Market District. Predictably, plenty of merchants set up their shops around here, and it's usually bustling. On the north side of the district is the Imperial Arena. The heart of the Empire Tavern in the upper level is a nice place to relax. What else? Oh, yes. There's the Black Leopard School up on the hill on the south side. Lots of skilled warriors get their start there.
Poor Deathly says this guy's dialogue feels a bit off, like he's a bit too verbose.
Be about your business and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
I just wish it was more useful directions than that. Like, I don't remember at all where to meet her, so I'm just kind of hoping to find her.
I'm not scared of the Lotus Assassins, but I still wouldn't want to talk to one.
Whatever. Well, here is a dude holding some crystal thing. That's probably going to be important later. Or it's an incredibly meaningless flourish. Hey guard, I'm gonna kick this jar. There's nothing you can do about it. Wow, I got a gem of seductive power out of that jar. And I can't even use it. Awesome. Hey, a named beggar.
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
I don't even know what to do with it.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand. I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver. Of course, I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me, or even waft its way close to me. How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say. I am afraid I cannot do that. That would be trade, and I simply will not sully my beautifully soft hands with such. I will tell you for free, however. I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound.
Gary says, how late am I? I've been going for about 5
Wisdom
minutes.
is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
Gary says, now this guy I like, no notification FYI. I don't know what the deal is with notifications. But yeah, this guy, there was, I forget what culture had it, but it was this, saying, proverb, what have you. It basically said, it is the pride of the beggar that he is not a thief. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way, but yes. I thank you. It's not easy for one such as I. I have it far more difficult than the impoverished beggars of this city. Farewell.
I can't even give the impoverished beggars anything. Oh, dude, he just disappeared. He's magic. He left his dog behind. Or Deathly says, I can't believe you gave that guy money. SMDH. Somebody's narrating it something.
The long drought was clearly not caused by any excessive bathing on your part. Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
What is this, trolling
Your
lessons?
physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth. Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality. Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Is this a debate club?
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go. The Outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself.
Poor Deathly says
So
these
far,
lines
he
belong
has
in a
escaped
Monkey
the notice
Island
of any
game.
higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last.
Gary says, OMG, debate nerds are the fracking
If
worst
he is
people in the
reported,
world. Oh, how I
Lotus
hate them.
Assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them. That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many. I hope your ability matches your conviction. Several others have fallen short, despite their outrage at his antics.
I want to know what this little thing he's
in
talking
the
about
Scholar's
is.
Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Setting off a firework and declaring himself the winner. I'm super curious what this is supposed to be talking about. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Oh yeah, my intimidation's already 43. I bet I can intimidate the hell out of whoever if I want. Not a real door. Not a real door. Not a real door. Free XP. Not a real person.
If you're going to do well...
Not a real person. Did I already look at this one? Yeah, that's the one I just looked at. This is super linear. Like, is there anything in this direction to go hit up? No. Italo over on Mixer, I guess it's called now. There's a hostel.
Lost, citizen? This district? Well, it's called the Golden Way for a variety of reasons. Certainly one of the richer areas of the city, and one of the best looking as well. This district is a major thoroughfare, with the Scholar's Garden at one end and the Market District at the other.
Oh, I thought this led to more places.
But most people avoid that place. Who wants to spend time with the dead? What district are you looking for? Easy enough to find. Just head as far east as you can go in this district and take the smaller path up the hill. It winds a bit past the Performer's Pagoda and leads right into the Scholar's Garden. A pleasure. Be about your business and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
Gary says, being hailed as citizen is a strange experience. What are you doing walking behind me in the camera? Oh my goodness, you don't exist. I just walked right through you. Okay, the hostel is off limits.
The busy streets are almost overwhelming. It is hard to keep focused on what we need to do.
What do we need to do? Here, come here. Oh. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to the sign. The guard. There we go.
We just have to keep... Oh, that is not really necessary right now. We just... I've only been... Oh.
I can't even ask you what I'm supposed to be doing. Gary has to take off for a work thing, apparently. Nobody up here. No, I want to do something with this play. I want it to be Hamlet. Nobody will... There's nobody around, though. Look at all these fake people. You're all fake. Oh, hey, I was just supposed to go here.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. Of course, I could tell that just by looking at you. You have a very strong presence. As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well. Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist. I was too young to know him. I was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire 20 years ago. Now it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
I'll go take an embarrassing photo of him then.
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how.
Or we can kill him.
Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery. We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
Oh, nice.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face live to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it. There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round.
Oh, I want to be an Inquisitor.
Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
I want the Inquisitor.
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. Dongao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. He will tell you where to meet the Inquisitor.
Hell yeah.
Or seek the Executioner. My people will spread rumors of your interest, and he will approach you in the arena. They like fighters who have passed the silver round.
No, I want to do the Inquisitor thing, but I also want to do the arena.
Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should, discuss how closely we will be working together?
Ooh. Ooh. This is a hard choice. I want you.
Preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Oh, I get an autosave. Interesting.
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father.
Yeah, but you got a quest marker over your head.
Meet the Executioner in the arena, or speak with Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about the Inquisitor. Hurry, or you'll lose your chance to help your master. Did you like it? I thought you might want a little assistance. Consider it a small token of my favor. I thank you for your courtesy. A woman always likes to hear when her gifts are appreciated. It is difficult for one of my rank to give gifts, even one so simple as what I gave you. A princess is not normally allowed to show favorites.
I'll show you my favorite.
The Imperial Palace holds many treasures, although Death's Hand carted many off. To what end, I do not know. Besides, it was mine by birthright to do with as I wish. Must I always be dictated to by tradition, despite my respect for it? Sometimes I want what everyone else has, to be myself. And to be myself, I gave you what I wished. Well, you're polite at least. Most nobles take gifts as a matter of course, especially those from a woman. But the price I may pay for helping you could be greater still. I am destined for the throne, destined to rule the Empire after my father, but that will be meaningless if Death's Hand keeps his hold on my father's mind. I fear one day he may try to interfere with the Imperial succession.
Gary says, "Woo, Lady Ninja
Or
again.
perhaps convince
She's
my
our companion
father that he
now.
should be
You missed
emperor
that."
by marriage.
Gary asks, has June gloom descended out there yet? I don't know. Right now, my only gloom is related to money. No, she became the companion, like, in the 2 minutes that you were gone. She showed up and was like, I get to recruit her.
You forget yourself. You should not try so hard to flatter a princess. The attentions of royalty have their own price. In any case, I would never allow Death's Hand such liberty. I would bite my own tongue before allowing that man to touch me. I'm sorry, I've ruined the mood. We should continue our talk another time. First, we must expose Death's Hand, reveal his treachery and manipulation. I will answer what I can, but you have other things to do as well.
No, Gary, Gary asked, did you ever hook back up with her after mortifying her ladies-in-waiting, or is this the reunion? This is the reunion. I was wandering around for quite a while trying to figure out where I was supposed to go and picking up side quests, and then I finally,
My father?
just wandered into it,
What do you want to know that
basically.
isn't already public knowledge? Emperor Sun Hai is well known and well loved. Death's Hand is wearing away at that reputation, however, and I need to stop him before it goes too far. He has been present for as long as I can remember, but he only rose to prominence after the end of the long drought. My father was very caring when I was a child. Now he is cold and distant. I know Death's Hand is corrupting him somehow. I wish you luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
I'm gonna proceed in bed. Bow chicka. Wow? Well, I don't know. Oh my goodness, I wandered into another trigger somehow.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Do you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
Oh,
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Staff!
Oh man, that frame rate. Alright, that reminds me. What is your dealio? You deal extra damage with martial stuff. That's not interesting. Yeah, just stick with attack. Oh, there's a book. Yeah, whatever. XP. Alright then. Configuration of the snake. What does that even mean? Look at all these quests I have. Alright, so you're the main quest person I need to talk to. But I wanted to do the side quest stuff first.
Come and learn about the ways of sagacious Tien. Free your body, mind, and spirit.
You sound like a zombie. I'm not wanting to read that right now. Alright, that's a guard. This is a health shrine and some books for free XP.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man, you know.
I just want a side quest.
All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge.
You're the fake one, aren't you?
Not that you would understand such lofty matters. Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time, how they've changed, and that sort of thing.
Gary says, ooh, a grumpy elitist. I love him already. No, I've got a side quest that one of the people in this is like an actor disguised as a scholar. And I'm just really guessing hard that this is that guy I'm trying to find.
Well, there's the new system, of course, but everyone knows that. Then we have the old system, which, as you may surmise, is no longer in use. That's a brief summary of my latest work, at any rate.
Gary says, I'll bet it was the dude you paid. No, that wasn't in the scholars. That wasn't in this zone. That was a different zone.
Oh, it's all very complex, and I really don't feel like describing it to you at any length. That's how you know I'm a scholar, you see. An unwillingness to share all the information I have. Too large a subject for your mind to comprehend, I'm sure. Well, it's the application of the study of theological things, isn't it? For instance, knowing about spirits and then finding a use for that knowledge. Well, no, not really. This is the study of applied theology, not the application of studied theology. That's something else entirely. Celestial integration means just that. It's integrated, celestially. Thus, the relationship between the heavens and earth is one of integration and, celestial.
Penn says this guy is pissing me off with his education and his learning.
Times to understand it properly, which is why my position as a scholar is so irrefutable. Oh, I doubt it. You don't look the type for heavy reading.
That's fair.
No, but I am, and I certainly haven't heard of you.
Of course, none of my books are published yet, but as a scholar and a respected one, I will most certainly pen some marvelous books someday. Of course not. I'm... Ah, drat. This isn't working at all. How did you know? You're here to hunt me down, then. Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this. I don't suppose running would do me any good. I was unjustly accused. I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair, and if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath. You need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I built him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you. Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man. We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now a fair time to go down to the gate to get me out of here?
Yeah, sure.
The only easy way out of this city is through the gate that Sen is guarding, and he's looking for me. However, if I disguise myself as a mercenary and sneak past him, I might just get away. But you have to help me by distracting him. Just tell him that I've already escaped, and I'll get away just fine. I can't imagine what might go wrong.
Everything is going to go wrong with this.
Citizen, I hear there is progress in the search for creative Yukon. A scholar ran out of the Scholar's Garden after talking to you. Tell me you have good news. How did he get past me? He couldn't access a flyer. What is that man doing? Are you certain he's gone? Would a bit of silver jog your memory? What do you say?
Gary says, so this guy dies, does the quest end? What if you fail on a side quest, is it game over? Well, I can't imagine it's game over. And it doesn't seem like killing him is an option, it's just turn him in or help him escape. Penn says, I don't know about anyone else, but my morality in these games almost always lies on the side that will be more fun to resolve.
Look at that tart swinging her hips for that mercenary. I can't see how Yukon slipped past us. Did he bribe one of my agents somehow? Well, the Imperial Army has more silver than some confidence man, if you take my meaning. I should arrest that accursed tourist. Look, you spoke to a nervous scholar, and now Yukon has suddenly disappeared. Suspicious. What if I offered you the normal bounty plus half? Would that change anything?
What is going on?
Well, if you say so. Despite Lord Rento's insistence to the contrary, I doubt he was a master criminal. Perhaps I'll just declare Yukon's bounty a dead matter. Is there anything else that the Imperial Army can do for one of our fine citizens?
Oh my goodness. I hope that he didn't see a giant halo just appear over me.
I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin...
Oh yeah, I already asked that.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Dude, 1,000 XP, I'll take that. Also, now I have to walk all the way back. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's just a sign.
If you think you've seen this person, you must report it to the authorities at once. It is your duty.
This will be a great tragedy.
Oh, hey, it's, the play, I guess.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me!
Sure.
You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play has been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten.
To be or not to be, whoops, Hamlet falls off the battlements.
Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. There's that too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part.
I walk on and punch somebody in the face.
And read the role the original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines.
Gary says, the thing is that drama, whether on stage or screen, is collaborative. It's never ever the vision of one person. Unless it's like a Kubrick film, written, produced, edited, directed by one person. Yeah, Hitchcock, I think, is an even better example than Kubrick. Hitchcock always had absolute total control of the entire process to bring his specific vision to the screen.
Of course, all the roles are played by men, or at least women with the decency to pose as men playing women. It can get complex sorting it all out. Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script.
Penn says, I've heard that too. It's called the auteur theory, that a single voice can come out of a collaborative effort is amazing.
Get to it!
Alright, I probably ought to read this if I can figure out how. Cursor. Plot items. See, I don't even know what these were for. I don't know what this was for. I don't know what this was for. I don't even know what that is. Don't know what this was for. I don't know what this is for. Anyway, Gary says auteurism is a fading concept. There were very few real auteurs and none working now that I know of. They tend to be divas whose work lose money. Gary says, well, TV is so much better than film now, and TV is even more collaborative than other forms of storytelling. Penn says it's a shame. Anyway, da-da-da. Oh, this... Okay, it's not a specific line that I need to remember. Oh, you're just a guard. All these no-name people. Hostel still locked.
Excuse me. You're in my way, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for our replacement actor. It's nothing grave. Just pre-show jitters making me snappish. If you see an actor or someone who looks out of place in here, send them my way, would you?
Right, I wanted to read stuff first. Oh, okay, it's not actually helpful. Never mind.
You again? I'm sorry. You? You're the replacement? Well, why aren't you in costume? If you're going to be playing Lady 14 Flowers, you'll need your dress! There's no time for you to run back and get yours. I'm sure we can find one to fit in the back, though most of our performers are less... broad.
Hey, I'm gonna be playing abroad. I need to be broad. How droll.
Let me see that. No. This is all wrong. They sent you with the old script. Bloody Actors Guild is staffing itself with water buffaloes, I tell you. Here, have it back. The script's recently been revised, so even if you're familiar with the old version, read it again for the changes before you head on stage. Well, a southern noble funded the location and travel for us, but wanted to make a few tweaks.
Oh, it was executive meddling.
We couldn't afford to miss the exposure. Our writer wasn't that happy, but we accepted the revisions, and here we are.
It is the worst sort of interference.
I told you that we have standard rates. We'll happily pay you the going rate for a lead, especially since this is short notice. Ruin your scene, and you get nothing. Just like normal. Understand? Just get at least half the lines correct, and the crowd will figure out what's happening. Any less than that, and it becomes one of those obscure plays no one likes.
Oh my goodness. It is actually going to challenge me on remembering lines.
Come talk to me when you've got it, and we'll get you into final costume and onto the stage.
Alright, so what are the deets on this edited script? If it will tell me. So this one's basically, it accepts the general mythology of the creation of the Empire. The, popular story, whatever. And this one satirizes the Lotus Assassins. This one makes fun of the most dangerous faction. Yeah, that's super... super duper awesome. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna write this shit down, so... Let me... And for some reason when I take focus off of the game window, it kills the sound, so I'm sorry about that. So I guess you'll know when I'm taking that. Okay, there's the 2 versions one. Penn says just use the opportunity to promote your fidget spinner YouTube channel. Oh my god. I'm not doing that. I want nothing to do with fidget spinners. Gary says Z is a triple threat. He warriors, he pilots, he acts. Alright. The second half of the scene. Yeah, this producer wants to just take a dump on all the people in power. Oh, okay, so there's only 2 contested lines. So you can get paid either way. In fact, that means, since I'll get over half lines right, I'll get paid by this guy, and I'll get paid by the screenwriter, right? Or, you know, the what, I just blanked out. Playwright. Alright. I'm done. Let's go do the thing. I'm ready.
Have you read the script? Do you feel one with Lady 14 Flowers yet? That's the spirit. Let's get you into the back and costumed up, Lady 14 Flowers.
Board Deathly says I'd save hers just in case they will try and bone you, but it's a little late. Oh well, who cares?
Watch closely. We shall see if the informant was accurate.
Magic, condemning the Jade Empire and its heart. The fools.
Oh man, it was a setup.
All of heaven's blessings guide him, but sagacious Tien has been absent from the palace for such a time. His conquests of the northern kingdoms have kept his light from us. All the scattered kingdoms have seen the light of his rule, and our Emperor's advisors grow in number. The arable lands to the south, all the way to the useless jungles, which were left as nothing for the Monkey King, are fused into the mighty Jade Empire. To the east, sagacious Tien has spread his light to the very waters themselves, and lo, to the west he found enlightenment among the hills of the 6 holy scrolls. But what word from the wastes of the horse lords? Aha!
Wow, I skinnied down for this. Look at that.
14 Flowers. We can only hope she brings word. My dearest Lady 14 Flowers, under what banner does your entourage travel today? Peace in the north? Could this be? Have all the horse lords been subjugated so easily? Heaven
Gary
smiles
says
upon
hashtag
the
corseting.
empire.
I don't think you can corset down pecs and
Your arrival
shoulders.
here is certainly welcome, as your kingdom is one of the most recent to join the Jade Empire. We have had word that the hostilities have ceased. Tell me, most gracious lady, when was this momentous decision reached? You phrase that most interestingly, Lady 14 Flowers. Why do I sense there is more to this story? But surely the might of the Jade Empire is unquestionable, and our will to victory unswayed. And tell me, most gracious madam, when the final blow was struck, where was our noble leader?
Gary asks, are you following the new or the old script? I'm doing the old one. I'm not going to take a dump on the Lotus Assassins, who are clearly informed of this and watching and ready to murder us all for satirizing the Empire.
Surely you mean the far edge, the Horse Lord camps broken behind him. There's been nothing but the gentle drafts of spring here in the Imperial City for weeks. With such a chill in the air, was this some time ago? My lady, I sense that there is more to your story than I have gleaned. Perhaps my own perceptions blind me. It seems to me that some part of your story remains untold. Do my questions block the truth? Tell me this, if nothing else, good lady. When the cry for peace rose up, who was it that our great emperor turned to? The heavens had turned to him? These words, are they riddles? Wait, what word is this from the front? The Emperor sends word of his return. The Horse Lords are unconquered, but our forces were undefeatable. What happened to cease the expansion of the Empire, dear lady?
Sagacious Tien was so sick of... He had so much winning. He got sick of winning.
A celestial event, most auspicious. And so, our most noble emperor saw a sign from the heavens. Our mighty armies poised to crush the Horse Lords and stretch the empire to the ends of the earth. But we stopped. For now, even I see that there are limits to ambition, and overreaching those limits invites nothing but disaster. All praise the Emperor, for his wisdom is infinite. My lady, you have my deepest thanks for bringing this news to us. I shall inform the court immediately.
What in the dragon's eye was that? I saw no treason there. The informant will suffer for a lifetime.
You there, Lady 14 Flowers. The crowd loved it. Fantastic performance. You managed to hit every line perfectly.
No, what?
You continue to surprise me. I wouldn't have thought you the aspiring actor.
Our sponsor may not be happy with the version you read, but I've always preferred the old version of the play anyway.
Oh, there you go. You see?
I guess Incisive Chorus put you up to this, because I know I gave you the new script to study. Good for him. I believe I owe you an actor's fee. Enjoy. I'm glad you were here to fill in. We would have sunk faster than a bottomless boat without a solid Lady 14 Flowers on hand.
Gary says, wait, wasn't this the guy who wanted the script changed? No, it was executive meddling that wanted the script changed, and he just went along with it.
Rather fun. Now I know you're not one of the guild actors. They're never positive about anything. Oh well, no harm done, I'm sure. The performance wouldn't have gone on without you, professional actor or not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must attend to.
Gary says, wait, this guy is the actual hedonism bot. Alright, so can I go to that other guy and get my double pay now? Hook me up. Give me that double dip. There he is.
Had your, moment, did you? I never attend my own plays. No, much too nerve-wracking. Someone goes for me. She is very kind to do that. I heard how it went. Fantastic! The scholars loved it. One's already asked for a copy of the manuscript. I'm sure there will be more. Perhaps as many as 3. Here, I promised you this, and you should have it. Yes, that's it. Enjoy, and thank you so much. Oh, so much to do. So many, copies to make. Yes! Ha!
Bam. Oh man, 1,500 plus on top of the 1,000. I did the good thing. You aren't real, I just ran right through you. Or Deathly says, so he didn't tell his watcher to check her accuracy. No, that was the dude who wanted me to read the original. That was the guy who initially hired me. Are any of you real? No. Alright, back to scholars, whatever. You're still here. That's good. Let's see what else. Wow. What are you two doing?
Awukte hier, na pa hier, ook voor die. Akir sonwi ni fayit, wo weer waka weer usono, ni fayiter ofino. Ike kir kier washatiruk.
Dude's got a flying rock.
Ook nik kupkitro sa irwustak kithno, ook je weer kwadner. Sunur no ku wu ifu weer so weer tatasi, ni siso ir ka wikawar ir roren. Usa ir sa wi api hier ninu siso ir tiuth. Wawo weer shaksi ir ka weer onk, ni siso ir akuwu uksunti, wawo weer shaks. Sunur no ku wu ifu weer so weer tatasi, ni siso ir ka wikawar ir roren. Krons niwu no ir, wa ir uk sakwanerko, uk nik ni siso ir akuwu. Ike kir kier washatiruk. Pir inni tino wir, non ne apatar wo kawar nif. Ni siso ir akuwu kusuwir wa wuso ir tan.
Alright, I guess that's just to let us know that the palace flies over the ground. I probably should have saved at some point, huh? Oh well. Holy crap.
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about.
Is that fucking John Cleese?
Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow. Oh, what's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you. Ah, you're a large fellow, aren't you? Certainly room enough for brains in there, but I doubt if you have any more sense than the rest of this crowd. The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this? Can you now? Shall we put that to a test? I welcome the chance that you might impress me with a glimmer of intelligent insight. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are, lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments. I've gone to great pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. Can you convince me otherwise? I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner. Whoever you wish. These five, standing here. I'm sure there will be a balance of opinion. The test must be fair. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
Gary says, wow, I thought I hated that actor in disguise. Then this effort coming along.
Challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered. To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire. I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor.
I really hope I get a chance to save
If
before
a judge
this.
likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back, just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all. I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
Thank you for letting me save. Okay. Dare I ask what this is going to say? Okay, so this...
Ah, so you are the one who will debate the Outlander. I am the 5th of your 5 judges. Are you implying that I am predisposed to be weak in certain areas? I can't accept that. Some of my fellows, however, are another story. Scholars Zhao and Kai are easy to predict. Dismissing a weak argument gets their attention immediately and will spur them one way or another. Try not to dig a hole you can't get out of. If you can't get everyone to agree with you, just focus on getting as many as you can. Remember, you need a majority of judges on your side at the end of 6 topics. He doesn't seem that interested in gathering any. He's clearly used to imposing his opinion regardless of the recipient's desire to have it. His points are debatable, but his presentation is not compatible with the garden. Yes, make certain you are ready. The Outlander will be a challenging opponent.
Alright, so it seems like each of these judges is going to tell me something about the other judges. And I have to win 6.
Greetings
or be
to
head
you.
after
I am
6.
Scholar Hang, and I will be serving as the second of 5 judges for the debate. I look forward to honorable discourse. I'm sure the others agree that my tastes are balanced. The minister, however, is easily engaged by sympathetic pleas, as are scholars Zhao and Gu. I find their appreciation of such fawning to be distasteful, but that is one of the arguments they prefer. Try to choose your arguments in a sequence that eventually turns everyone in your favor. Don't worry about losing a vote on a single topic. I don't dislike him. I find some of his points to be worth discussing, but Sir Roderick is a bit disruptive for the garden.
Yeah, he shot somebody to
He may
pieces.
bring attention that we do not want. It would be best to peacefully encourage him to be on his way. Good luck against the Outlander. He is a tenacious speaker.
Oh, this is exciting. I've never been asked to jury a debate before, and now I'm the 3rd of your 5 judges. My name is Scholar Zhao.
Ford definitely says the system seems more arbitrary than influencing the court in Chrono Trigger.
I haven't
Definitely
given it much
true.
thought. I pictured myself as balanced, but some of the others are very specific in their tastes. Actually, you can sway scholars Kai and Gu by mocking your opponent. I don't care for it, but they seem to respond quite vigorously.
Now this is another thing where if I took notes I could do it. But yeah, it's going to be like one of those logic puzzle things where people are going to switch sides and you just want to end with all of them on your side.
I've argued in this group of scholars many times before. We are so used to each other that we will change opinions just to further the debate. Don't worry so much about what you are saying when you respond. Just concentrate on how you say it. He is coarser than the thinkers I am used to, but on the whole I am not as upset by him as others appear to be. He seems bent on disruptive behavior. He should be encouraged to take that elsewhere. Good luck. This should be an interesting debate.
Where's the... There.
I greet you. My name is Scholar Kai, and I will be the 4th of 5 judges for the debate. I suggest you don't mess it up.
Rude.
I am always impartial, but some of my fellows are easy to goad into decisions if you know their tastes. The minister is particularly fond of confrontational arguments. Respond in a rage and you are sure to engage him. Some arguments may win a judge's favor while turning another away. Vary your topics so that you don't end up manipulating the same judges over and over. He is an insult to our accomplishments as a people. If you fail in the debate, at least take him to task physically. I don't care where he came from. Anything to get him on his way. The Outlander uses flawed logic. Don't allow him to taint this forum of culture and intellect.
You know, I really appreciate that this Sir Roderick is played by John Cleese, because it seems really fitting for him to portray this, horrible, over-the-top send-off of imperialism.
I don't understand a thing he says, but I don't understand much of what these scholars say either.
Nice.
The minister is not the best at applied intelligence. Many of the scholars are theoretically smart.
Oh yeah, the servants know what's up.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you? Good. Don't want to set you off your game, but I thought we should ensure that the process was more entertaining than a simple checklist of virtue. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed?
Gary, yeah, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Penn says, does theoretically smart mean lacking common sense? I think it means lacking actual intelligence as well.
I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal? Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here. Well, you are clearly in the minority.
Oh, geez, I messed that one up.
No quarter. To the next topic. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? It's ridiculous, I say. Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. A proper spiral of misery shows that they are doing a decent day's work. Your peasants only suffer because of foolish superstitions about the dead walking around. Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic. This will be the final topic. If you don't have a majority at the end of this round, you will have to admit that I have outdone you.
Oh, it's easy. I'll just do raging again, and I'll put that hand back up.
Your ridiculous clothes. Not a decently puffed pair of trousers to be seen. I ask you, what have you done on the pantaloon front? And why do you remain so clean when any sane man knows the only way to keep devils of the dark at bay is to be brash and to carry the air of the earth? Bathing is bad for the humors as well. Do you people know nothing of maintaining your bile? Well, it would seem that a majority of your fellows have decided your arguments were more persuasive. I expected no less. I could not expect a fair contest in the heart of your city. I was a fool to think otherwise. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field. Do you shrink from the challenge? This is how true leaders of the battlefield fight. Rise up or step aside. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of. What? Good! Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You are about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world.
Just firing a gun is not exactly a
pain as well,
skill.
but I imagine it will be almost worth it. Bloody hell! 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 Bloody hell!
Take that.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick. Within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I suppose I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honor I cannot deny. Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
Oh no, I've got a voicemail. I don't think I could get a gun, honestly. That would be awesome if I could.
Mirabelle!
Oh my goodness, I'm getting the gun!
Treat her well. She's a finicky lady.
Oh, this is going to be useless because I don't have bullets.
And all fluff my traveling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
I did. I got the gun, and I got a level. Let me investigate this. Oh, it still costs focus. Let me scroll. There we go. Oh, it's some enemies are immune to it, of course. What a stupid thing. Whatever, I'm gonna pump up its damage. I'll go ahead and give this a shot. And actually, I'm going to do this, because Legendary Strike is useless.
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it. Your service is appreciated. If only there were more like you in the Empire.
Alright. Can I talk to you about this?
Hello again. I enjoy our little chat. Meet the I have told you what you need to... Once you have the evidence to encrypt...
Alright, whatever. Let's save and move on. Did I already get these books? I think I did. Oh, I already fully healed somehow. Alright, on we go.
You have completely routed the outlet.
Yeah.
Greetings, and welcome to the Scholar's Garden. I am Philosopher Zhao, one of the many masters you will see here during your visit. I see by your accoutrements that you are not from the Imperial City. I hope your visit here is one of fulfillment and success.
Jamie Red says this game feels like you're in Chinese Disney World.
More valuable than silk are new friends in a foreign land. If you need anything, I will be glad to assist you.
Are you just the guy who gives directions?
As Sagacious Tien once said, kind words and respectable attire are seldom a sign of true character. Only deeds reveal the intent of the soul. I am glad to help you in any way I can. I am honored that you would ask me, though I must warn you, the teachings take a lifetime to learn and cannot be taught in a day. Perhaps I could explain the core principles of Tien's teachings. I could recite the history of Tien if you like. Of course. As you wish. With luck, the winds of heaven will bring us together again one day. Farewell.
Yeah, I don't really want to get all of that.
Koni uk nowia kup sa ia sisia su. Pakeni wa kawane ya.
Yeah.
Utko wok. Voso awi ani tu uksun kut kosi wiwa ya wo no ya ifo wiya oktao.
Yeah, whatever. Rude jerk.
Hello there, traveler. Forgive my forwardness, but I noticed your arrival earlier while I was at the tavern. That flying machine of yours is truly a marvel.
Oh, hey, it's this guy again.
I actually have a design for a new prototype flyer, and I hope to get funding to build it one day. The other scholars aren't interested in my inventions, though. Me? You want to ask me something? Well, sure, I'd be glad to help you if I can. What would you like to know?
Give me your design. Let me improve my ship with it. Most of that's useless. Okay.
All right, then. Goodbye.
And that looks like everyone. So let's go back
Welcome,
in here.
friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. Certainly. We can't learn without asking questions. How can I help you today? Don't get me wrong, I like most of the philosophers, but their strict adherence to aging traditions makes them very difficult to deal with. They're always preaching about peace and harmony. Really, we kill and subdue the creatures of this world in order that we can survive. Where's the peace in that? Can a man survive long enough without eating meat? What about the grains we use to make our bread, or the hides we use for any number of things? We consume constantly. Peace and harmony are wonderful ideals, but in nature only the strong survive, and they don't do it by being peaceful. I'm glad you asked. Today I will speak on my theories of cloud formation. That was my first major discovery, though it hasn't been widely accepted yet. The basic principles are really quite simple. I deduced after lengthy study that clouds are formed by the moisture escaping from our bodies.
Yeah.
When the weather is cool, you can clearly see small clouds escaping from people's mouths. Similar clouds form on the skin of people working strenuously in the cold. These clouds of breath rise up and collect near the tallest peaks, where it is almost always cloudy. This was one of my finest discoveries. Don't let the name fool you. There are fewer scholars here than you might think. We are far outnumbered by those obstinate philosophers. The philosophers believe that the gods dictate everything, from the rising of the sun to the changing seasons. If the summer ends too soon or too late, the gods must be angry.
Yeah, but you're in a universe where
anyone
gods
cares to look
do
and
exist.
see that the birds control the weather. I have noted with some accuracy that the birds predict the seasons. I have a theory that the massive movements of birds in the autumn and spring actually cause the prevailing winds to change direction. When birds fly south just before autumn, they cause the winds to change. And we get cold air from the north until the spring, when the birds reverse the winds again. It's really quite simple, but just try telling that to one of the philosophers. Oh, so soon. All right then. I hope to see you again soon. Perhaps I could explain to you my theories on the formation of ice crystals.
Are you not the person I'm supposed to be looking for? Yeah. So let me save and talk to you again.
You are gaining many friends in this city, my friend. Defeating the Outlander in a debate and in combat is quite an accomplishment. No doubt the philosophers are somewhat less impressed with your feats of physical prowess. I, for one, think your skills are quite remarkable.
Great, recruit me.
Certainly. We can't learn without asking questions. How can I help you today? What? Huh, that's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there. The location is public, yet relatively private. Common folk are not welcome on the landing area, so there will be no crowds to hide spies, or an ambush. He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
Alright, that's good enough.
Your course is set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
Oh, I'll appease you, baby. Something, something. Alright, but now I can go finish the side quest thing. The arena. Also, where's that guard? Can I talk to you from here?
Lost, citizen? What district are you looking for?
The Necropolis.
You'll want to be careful in there. To get there, head to the western edge of this district. There's a footbridge that leads to the Necropolis gates.
Alright, I got one more bounty side quest.
Somewhat hard to miss, as it's cut right into the rock with 3 statues around it. Be about.
I should have just said goodbye. Do. Going to catch an arsonist, I hope. Oh, it's over here. This is it.
Hold on there. This way leads into the Necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there.
I'm chasing a bounty.
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the Necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore.
No, it's a combat area.
It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic. Things have been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all. If you're still going in there, just watch your back.
Oh, geez. It turned me around. Wait, what? No, I want to go to the Necropolis. Alright, that arrow is not helpful on the minimap.
Kill. Death.
Are you the arsonist?
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you, but you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having.
You're not a bad guy at all.
My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest. I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit. But there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So, what do you say? Great! Now those ghosts will know who's boss around here. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way. There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you know, a few things here and there, they just sort of fall into my hands. They don't need them anymore, eh? If you need to find me again, I'll be at my house down the road.
Sylvie Amo? I'm sorry, I'm not good at names. Says good evening. I don't know what time zone you're in that it's evening for you, but thanks for tuning in. Are any of these... I guess that's just his house, so I guess I need to go this way. Let's go this way first. Why not? Alright, I guess that's gonna come up later.
I'll have her head!
That cheating, lying sow, sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the dirt like this, putting me in the dirt.
Silvi says I'm UTC +1.
If I ever get my claws on you, I'll leave you a stinking, bloated corpse! You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots who only want to rob my grave.
No, I've got questies.
I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my wife, who after so much talk of faithfulness and love, decided she would be better off without me. She killed me! Poisoned me in my own house. When I find her... Oh, but I can! I can find her and tear her to shreds! I'll scatter her bones to the corners of the earth! But first, I need to find my way out of this damnable cemetery! No matter which way I turn, I always end up back here!
So I asked, have you played this game before? I have not. I know nothing about this game other than as I'm going. Hence, blind run.
Find her. Bring her to me. Let me kill her and draw the last agonizing breaths from her body, and you will have my eternal gratitude.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
Most likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Find her and bring her to me.
I really hope I get a thing so I can confirm or deny that story. Rather than just to have to arbitrarily decide that I need to kill that person.
Style! Here!
Ouch. Stupid ranged attacks. Alright, so he says I do get to talk to the wife. That's good. Oh, great. I can't even open that. Nothing there.
Why can't I die in peace?
You. What do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me suffer here unavenged? No one cries for Merchant Bai. You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life, and this continued torment I have to endure in death? You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help.
Perhaps I can.
I was a merchant in life. Not a rich one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seet Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me.
So he says, this is one of my favorite games of all time. I usually always try and watch when people stream it. Yeah, I've been streaming this twice a day for about a week now. I would appreciate keeping the spoilers to the absolute minimum. Only if I ask a question like I did before.
When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for weeks after that, but they were finally run down. That might have been where it ended, just as done, but it wasn't. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life.
They drive me mad.
Alright, this seems like it's gonna be combat.
Yes, yes! If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place. They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south. I'm sure you can find them.
It's locked.
Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
Okay. What is this? Oh, it's just a passageway, I guess. Oh, I got another quest marker here for some reason. Oh, it's the other ghost.
My baby, please, where is he? Where has Shen taken him? Yes. If you know me, then you must know the pain I feel. My baby! That monster Shen has taken him from me. He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me, ripped him from my arms and carried him away.
The gravedigger?
Please find my baby. Bring him back to me. Let me know how he's doing. Please. You have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is. That abominable little man took him from me. Kill him. Torture him. Whatever you need. Just find my baby. Find that hideous little man and bring the truth out of him however you can.
Okay. So is this going to be open now that I have the quest? I guess so. Hey, dudes.
Ah, look who has come to see us. A mortal, then? Shall we feast, brother?
Yes, I want to hear his screams as I tear the skin from his bones.
Yeah, good luck with that. Screw you, base. Okay. That was a big jump back. Hey, they were both trapped, of course. Is everything trapped? Alright, let's see what this, Sixth Sense is. It's nothing I want.
Have you managed to defeat them at last? Thank you, thank you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my spirit. Here, let me show you this. Something Shen hasn't found yet. I hope you use it well, and thank you.
I got another one of these things. I don't even know what the first one I got does. Alright, so that goes down. Let me go back to the house. Let me get attacked here again. Right then, back this way.
Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by. It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn thing.
Oh, now what? Is that an open... Yeah, they really went overboard on the creep with Shen here.
Good. I knew that old bag would try to come back for me someday, but she wouldn't have guessed I'd have someone like you on my side. Yeah, I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Never once in her life did she say a kind word to me, and now she tried to keep at me even in death. You got what you deserved! Do you hear me? You deserved it!
You're an odious little man, you know that?
But any good job deserves a reward, of course. Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave, too. Since she's gone, I guess she won't be keeping me from them anymore. Ugly people need love, too. Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. Can't get a good day's work done with them still around.
No.
The grave digging, what do you need? What about them? Well, that makes things easier on me for sure. Now I can start selling those old plots again. Next time I'll just throw the bones in the river and be done with it. Here's the reward I promised you. Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay good money for you to put them back down again. So get out there and get some ghosts. Venerated ancestors. Anything else you want to know about the ghosts? Ah, Miss Chan. A tragedy, really, and one that happens all too often. It's always the pretty ones who go. She died in childbirth, and the baby died with her. Her family put her in the family plot along with her son. She came up again recently, looking for revenge on me. She seems to think that I killed her baby, or took it, or something. Maybe she saw me take away the body, but she won't believe me. Every time I go near, she tries to kill me. That's valuable retail space over there. Her baby? Not much. It's in one of the plots there. I'm sure you can find it if you look. It was a long time ago. I don't even remember what his name was. But it was short, I know that. Definitely less than 3 words. But... sorry, that's really all I remember. Anything else you want to know about the
How was that
ghosts?
supposed to help me?
She died...
This is just going to be the same thing.
That area is valuable. What? Anything? Oh, well, if you... Is that... Well...
Wait, there was another one that I got. Oh, right, it was just that. Okay, it was just terrible. A lot of these ones that I'm getting are pretty terrible, in fact. You know what, I'm gonna have to leave and come back anyway, so I might as well just boogie while I'm near the entrance. Let's see, it was... by the Market District, I think they said. Was What's-His-Face's wife. Yeah, it's me over here. Are any of you real people?
Talk to Junda if you'd like to buy some buns.
I do not want to buy some buns. That is not why I'm here.
Why
Oh,
would
there
the
we go.
governor want to accuse you of doing this, Sung Tao?
You are not related to the quest.
Good day, sir.
This is a new
Are
thing.
You the new investigator I sent for? No, I can tell from your attire that you're not from the ministry. Oh, this is terrible. Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control. I am Prefect Jitong. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling. But one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sun Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice. Really? You will help me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need to find proof that Ling is the guilty one, and by so doing, exonerate Sung Tao. If I can't prove Ling's guilt, I'll be forced to sentence Sung Tao to death. But every time I ask someone to discover the truth, they disappear or turn up dead. Our best lead is Zibao, the last person known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us.
I think that's a dude in the arena, if I remember correctly.
I have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao.
He spends most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern, and he doesn't seem to have dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere. But you could speak to him without raising suspicion. Good. Look for him in the heart of the Empire Tavern. It's upstairs at the Imperial Arena. Don't scare him away. If we lose him, we lose our last connection to Ling.
Do we have time to deal with this? I didn't agree to join you so we could solve everyone else's problems.
Rude.
I don't know why you're wasting your time. I'm obviously innocent, and yet you still want to risk yourself needlessly. I'm no fool. Those men haven't returned, and I can assure you it isn't because they've decided to take a holiday. Chasing after criminals is dangerous work. Obviously, there are risks involved.
So you admit you're a criminal?
Why would you risk yourself when even the local minister seems content with the scholar's arrest? Doing? I wasn't doing anything more than I usually do in a day's work. I was selling my wares to a few of my preferred clients. Prefect Jitong was one of them. The next thing I know, guards confiscate my goods and tell me I'm suspected of slave trading. It was likely the most ludicrous thing I've ever been told. Of course, the prefect claims that some of my items belong to his missing men, but that doesn't mean I took the items from their lifeless bodies. In a given day, I meet with several buyers and probably twice as many sellers. There are always more sellers than buyers. My job is to determine whether something is worth buying, not whether the seller is worth buying from. If I see a bargain, I don't care who the seller is. Suffice to say, those items could be from any number of sellers. I don't recall who sold them to me, but that certainly doesn't make me guilty of slave trading. No more than you've heard for yourself, I'm sure. They are a myth, a rumor, really. Nobody has ever seen them, and nobody has any proof they exist.
Actually, I killed an entire camp of them.
And yet, there is still a belief that they exist. Madmen terrorizing the poor and abducting the helpless. It all seems very superstitious. Abducting a person isn't like picking someone's pocket, you know. There would be evidence, signs of a struggle. But people will believe what they want to. Of course, do what you need to. If you discover anything, it will only prove my innocence further. Good luck.
Right, anyway, where is the... What's her face? There she is. No, you're the commoner. There she
is. Is there something I can do for you? Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know my name? Have we met? It should never have happened. I was preparing dinner for him, as I normally did, but it burned, so I went and bought some food already prepared. It was the salmon. I knew it smelled odd when I bought it, but the price was right, and I needed it in a hurry, and I'm so ashamed. Yes, it is. No matter what you say, I will live the rest of my life with this guilt. But what pains me more is that his spirit cannot rest. I have tried to visit his grave, but his madness knows no bounds. He seeks to drive me away at all costs. I think he might even try to kill me. His hatred is unreasoning, but understandable. He has never been able to listen long enough to have me explain what happened. It must be dreadful for him.
Now, if I say, why don't you explain it to him, is that just gonna bring her over there so that he can kill her?
I don't know. If there was some way for you to give him peace, then yes, I think that could help. I can't bear to see him remain this way. Yes, if we went together, he might listen. Can we go now then, to see him?
Let's go now, loading screen.
You? You're back to gloat over this victory of yours, Harpy? Causing my torment and death, is that satisfying to you? How can you be so certain? How can you believe her after you know what she's done to me?
Because he believes me. He has seen me at our home mourning for you still. Not a day has gone by where I didn't cry over your death. It almost makes me wish you'd have your wish, just so I could be with you again.
Feng, you really do care. Then all this time, my cursing, it was wrong. You killed me, but I see now in those eyes I fell in love with that you didn't mean to and that it pains you greatly. I forgive you, Feng.
Thank you for what you have done.
Sound of him
for both
falling
of us.
over.
In time, I hope I can repay you your kindness.
Alright, now I need to find some kind of gravestone. Not that one, apparently. Which was I supposed to go the other way? I'm gonna get into combat either way. Just from getting into this area. Unless I can dodge the trigger by hugging the wall. Yay!
Please, bring me my baby! Have you found my baby? Have you seen him? No. No! I can't. I refuse to believe it. My darling, precious little boy. He can't be dead. Not now. Not like this. He must be out there. I must see him with my own eyes. I can't believe anything you say. Words lie. People lie. I must see him with my own eyes. If he were dead, he would be here in my family plot with my other relatives. If your lies are true, then Shen, that murdering monster, would have buried him here. All my family is here. But I don't know these names. I don't know my baby's name.
Did you name your baby?
My family would have named him after I passed beyond. Shen must know, or there must be some way to find him. I remember so little since I passed away. He was my darling child. My only son. I had planned to name him... I don't remember what it was. So much of the past is unclear to me now. I remember There was an aunt? An uncle? Or was it his father? I don't remember it any clearer than that. Every time I try to grasp it, it slips away. Please, find my baby and return him to me!
Alright, so... gravestones.
Have you found my... Are you sure? I know I wouldn't be able to stand it if I was separated from him again. Please don't let this madness consume me. Are you sure it is the right grave?
Maybe I should save first.
Have you found my baby? Have you seen him? No.
Oh, jeez. I hit the wrong thing. There we go.
I cannot read. Which one is he? This is him! My poor darling. Shen, too. He is truly dead, after all. I could not bring myself to believe it. Dead before his time. He rests here near my own body. My darling, darling boy. I come to you now.
There you go. Now I just need to find the stupid arsonist, I guess. Who I think was told is in here somewhere, but I apparently cannot check that. Wow, I just found a weapon. Okay.
Dancing pretty lights. There's fire in the air and fire inside. They scream like music.
Alright, you're crazy.
You'll scream like a demon when fading moon puts the light inside of you. There's more than that on my head. There's a crown of flame that burns all the time, even when it gets tighter. You'll scream like those maggot people leeching off the Empire until they burn.
Whoop. I don't know how clicking got me out of the game. What does this door lead? I'm not sure I'm supposed to be in there. I don't have anything to go in there. I'm gonna save real quick and then I'm gonna go in. Okay, there's not actually anything here. See if I can dodge the trigger again. Nope.
You will fall now!
That's not it, it's this way.
The grave digging business sure is a killer. What do you need? What? Well, that's a relief. Can't have her going off and trying to rip out my eyes or something every time I go around there. I need those eyes.
No, you don't.
Here's the reward I promised you. Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay anything. Good riddance. Hells, it was probably his old lady that offed him in the first place, and for good reason too, I bet. It's all just business to me, you understand? Here's the reward I promised you. You know, you've done a lot of good here in the necropolis. You've managed to clear out pretty much all of the really troublesome spirits here. One spirit didn't stay here at all, though. Took up his body and left. Moved in with his son, I heard, and the son isn't pleased. He even asked me for a refund. Now that was an expensive burial. I can't give refunds like that. It's bad for business, too, having my customers getting up and walking away. That's where you come in. I need you to go to the tanners in the city core and put his father back in his grave once and for all. It's Tanner Fong. There'll be an extra big reward for that one. Is there anything else you need right now?
What the hell does city core mean?
Well...
Like, is that Golden Path, Golden Way? Is that Market District? Where the hell is City Core? Where do you find the wife? It was over here. It was Market District. I think that was over here. Or was it? No, I don't remember. Where the heck even am I? I am on Golden Path, or what? I don't know.
Sipasayer ki unir, Juanurk Shinroni Sipa.
Well, I stumbled right into him, I guess.
Owo Sayer Uyukap Tantarundan. Owo Sayer Uyukap Tantarundan. Owo Sayer Uyukap Tantarundano. Wo.
Owo Sun Ponono, Yapapat Nasia. Sair Yagoak, Coconato Siri Pat. Wotowe Ukawana ir Usoanata Hook. Ikirnik tine piru, Uiferek Uksu, Niato Nanapadi Irovir. Wo Anania Ife Uksonarok Noka Uksnapi, Konir Pugnos, Tasir Sir. Ikirnik tine piru, Uiferek Uk. We will cook up. Wo Anania if.
Wait, so is the guy dead or is he not dead? I'm super confused. He isn't dead.
Ikirnik tine piru, Uiferek Uk Sun Puno.
Wo Afawer Sun Urk Fonir Uk. Uksier Safit Kup Wosarkir. Ak Nukwayer to Ak Ifruir, Nukapifu Tatuir Quayer.
Okay, Fakaria.
Koniak Anatir, Ud Quayer Washun. Uk Yowir Rufir Nisair Fjenefushpa, Sayer Renki. Ak we will ofir, San Kasowir wo see you tana.
Wokir no fa. Niato not.
Wo Afawer Sun Urk Fonir Uk. Uksier Safit.
Qua Ayer, Kiyer I. Sair Yagoak, Coconato Siri Panonenico.
Wo Suarwair.
Irkana. Wo Nigasurier Qua.
Onu Yuir Napair, wo Quayer. Onu Yusair, Akanto Kithir.
Tawe ir Koana ir Sonir.
Wo Kausoir Noka Wo Tarawail Shaxir.
Irkana. Wo Nigas.
Yeah, okay, that was weird. I'm in the wrong place again. Where did that... Opposite side of the map, of course. I'm going to turn in the arsonist bounty thing. Captain Sun, or Sue, or whatever. Send. Not pause.
Always a pleasure. Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants? That was her mistake. Yes, of course they do, and they shall have exactly as much protection as they can afford to contribute to the taxes. Here's the standard bounty. Accept it with the thanks of the Empire. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills. Of course. Thanks again for your help with those miscreants.
Why do you still have a quest marker?
Always a pleasure. This is the mark. The Black Leopard's... Of course not. I'm on duty here. I know... Not as such. The Lotus Assassins are never worried. I would like to advance, but I'm not angling. I simply accept that the Lotus Assassins are the true power in the Empire, and I support them. There is no such thing. If the Lotus... A good name, is it not? Drives fear into the commoners. Yes, that miscreant will be turned in soon enough. And pity the scourge that shows up in my city.
Why do you still have a quest marker?
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with two cases
nice
in
camera.
so little time. Your work is not done, though. There is another in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those two. Her name is Aishi the Mournful Blade, and you can find her at the Black Leopard School. She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire. Murder, theft, and worse, yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as Aishi the Mournful Blade. I watched her walk into this city, and now I tell you, there's no mystery in this. It is across the river and at the far end of the market district. A grassy path leads up, away from the noise of the city. Atop the hill lies the Black Leopard School, and within, Aishi. She is waiting for someone to come find her, I think. Because I want you to know. My role in this matter is of no concern to you. I am simply an old man who sees a chance for some good to come from bad.
Nothing suspicious about that at all.
We shouldn't let a criminal run free. Something tells me that there's more to this story than this man's telling us, though.
When you reach her, you should ask her for her story. She has a most interesting tale to share.
Alright, I think that is going to have to wait for next time, though. I've been going for about 2.5 hours. I need a break. So I will be back 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, as per usual, to continue. And until then, take care.